Why did God put both good and evil in everything? At first, understand this clearly. Nothing in this world is created purely evil. Take a simple example. A knife. What is its purpose? To cut vegetables, to help in cooking, to serve human life. That is its good use. But the same knife in the wrong hands can take a life. So what changed? The knife didn't change. The person did. The choice did. And this is where the real truth begins. Everything in life works like this. Every object, every opportunity, every ability has two paths. One that builds and one that destroys. And that's not a mistake. That's the test. Now think deeper. Why didn't God just create a world where only good exists? No evil, no wrong choices, no harm, because then you wouldn't really be human. You would just be programmed, like a machine. You wouldn't choose good, you would be forced into it. And forced goodness has no value. Real goodness only exists when you have the option to do the opposite. This is why life is built on choice. The Bible explains this clearly in Deuteronomy 30:19. I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life. Look at the structure. Two paths are placed in front of you, life and death, blessings and curses. And then comes the command, choose. This means your life is not just happening to you. You are constantly choosing it. Every decision, every reaction, every habit is shaping your direction. The Qur'an confirms the same truth in 90:10. And we showed him the two ways. This means the paths are clear. Good and evil are both visible, but you are not forced. You are guided, but you are free. Now here's the psychological reality. The human mind is not neutral. It is constantly pulled by desires. Shortcuts feel easier. Pleasure feels attractive. Immediate rewards feel powerful. So the wrong path often looks easier at first. This is why people fall into it, not because they don't know, but because they choose what feels good now over what is good later. Think about it. Lying can protect you temporarily, but it destroys trust over time. Anger can give you power in a moment, but it damages relationships. Laziness feels comfortable, but it slowly destroys your future. So the bad choice often gives short-term gain, but long-term loss. And the good choice often feels harder, but gives long-term strength. This is the real test, not whether you can see good and evil, but whether you can choose correctly when both are available. Now here's something deeper. The world is not testing you by removing evil. It is testing you by placing you in front of it, because your character is revealed by your choices, not by your environment. Two people can live in the same world. One becomes disciplined. The other becomes addicted. One becomes honest, the other becomes manipulative. Same world, different choices. And slowly, those choices build your identity. You are not just choosing actions, you are choosing who you become. Every time you choose truth, you become stronger. Every time you choose wrong, you become weaker. And over time, this becomes your nature. Now think about this question. What if there was no evil option at all? Would honesty mean anything if lying didn't exist? Would courage exist if fear didn't exist? Would patience exist if there was no hardship? No, because virtues are built through resistance. Goodness becomes meaningful only when it is chosen over something else. This is why the test is necessary, because without the possibility of wrong, there is no value in doing right. Now let's go even deeper. The real danger is not the existence of evil. The real danger is becoming comfortable with it. When wrong actions feel normal, when harmful behavior feels justified, when desires start deciding your actions. That is when a person loses control, because the biggest loss is not failing once. The biggest loss is stopping to recognize it as failure. This is why awareness matters. You must constantly ask yourself, why am I doing this? Is this building me or destroying me? Is this temporary pleasure or lasting value? Because the world will not stop you. People will not always guide you. Desires will not warn you. You have to choose consciously. And this brings us to the conclusion. The world is not the problem. Things are not evil by themselves. Even opportunities are not dangerous. Your choices are the real test. So ask yourself, will you choose what feels good now or what is good for your future? Will you follow desire or discipline? Will you choose something temporary or something permanent? Because in the end, you are not just choosing actions. You are choosing your direction, and that direction will decide your life.